X-Men editor, Mr. Tom Brevoort, and shout out to Tom if you're watching, because he is a Facebook friend of mine. It is possible that the X-Men editor could be watching our stuff, Dylan, so be on your best behavior, okay?
I'll be a good boy.
Look, we had Rich Johnson watching us one night. He's like the editor-in-chief over at Bleeding Cool, so you never know, dude. You never know who's watching, okay? All eyes. It's like Tupac, okay? All eyes on me. Right?
Now you're just making me think of that.
Who shot you, Dylan?
Huh?
Nothing. X-Men editor explains why Marvel is hiding bonus scenes behind QR codes. Mr. Brevoort says bonus scenes will continue throughout Marvel X-Men from the Ashes relaunch. So let's go ahead and read what's going on. Jed McKay, who I actually had the pleasure of meeting, he was a cool dude. And Ryan Stegman, X-Men's #1 launched from X-Men's from the Ashes era with a new X-Men team and new villains, only known as 3K. Well, here, Dylan, we like to operate in 4K. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Revealed not in the issue itself, but in a comic book version of a Marvel's post-credit scene. After Alaska-based X-Men, Cyclops, Psylocke, Kid Omega, Temper, Magic, and the Juggernaut, imagine that, the Juggernaut on an X-Men team, battle a team of Orcus-made New Mutants. The issue snuck in an extra sequence. A scannable QR code redirected readers to a one-page bonus scene accessed through the Marvel website. Now, Dylan, full disclosure, I've never been one to use a cell phone very much. Like, I have a smartphone. It's not on a plan. I have it on pay-as-you-go. When I go away somewhere, I'll put a card on it. It will activate the phone. I can use it for X amount of time, okay?
Right.
So I barely use this phone. But I'm willing to charge it up tonight, right? And see live with you what is on this QR code.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Do you want to watch me stumble through trying to figure out how to scan a QR code?
I personally have an app downloaded where I can just scan the QR
I don't
code.
know how to do this, so I just turn on my camera and it works, right?
I don't know. I don't know. It would have to depend on the phone.
It's a Galaxy something.
Oh, then maybe there's an app.
All right, well, I will stumble through and boomer through that a little later. We're going to continue on here with the article. The trend has continued across Marvel's relaunch X-Men comics with Phoenix #1. Now, full disclosure, I have Phoenix #1 as well, so we'll be able to look at that one as well. And this week's NYX #1, which introduced major characters or plot points in online bonus scenes accessible only by third-party QR readers. So it looks like I will need some sort of app for this. I will have to download an app. That's going to be a lot of fun. It was a bonus page to begin with, an extra page. We didn't scale back the contents of X-Men #1 in order to do it, says Marvel's executive editor, Tom Brevoort, explained on Substack. And it gave us a page whose contents we could conceal until the day of release, thus avoiding any early spoilers. You'll find that we're doing similar pages in most of the X relaunches. There's the QR code right there. So if you guys scan that, you'll be able to see the page. They ran a little free bonus, a little extra, sort of a modern day equivalent of Things to Come page that ran in the first issue of Chris Claremont's Jim Lee's X-Men #1. The editor added, referring to the single splash page that ended the X-Men's 90s relaunch. So I'm glad they don't spoil it. They don't spoil it. I thought maybe they would have the image there. They do not, because that would spoil the fun of me trying to stumble through and learn how to use a cell phone, Dylan.
Right. Oh, boy.
Now, let me ask you a question, young man. What do you think about hidden bonus scenes in comic books accessible by QR codes? Do you think this sort of marketing gimmick will work? Or do you think it will piss off fans?
I think as long as it's not like hiding any sort of big sort of plot reveal or like if it's something that you'll be okay with kind of missing out on, then I don't personally have a problem with it. It's like okay, cool, like some cool side content, I guess. But it's like uh, okay, but how long until they start using it as like a crutch, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I mean,
it,
is it any different than having like an end credit scene?
um, um, well, yeah, I guess all you're just doing is scanning a QR code.
Right. So
Uh,
I'm asking these questions because I'm thinking like, should Antarctic Press do this sort of thing? Should I put a QR code in the back of my book that will take them to a special page or a piece of art that is only accessible in that manner?
hmm.
What do you think?
I honest, I would be curious to see like how people would react to it because I know AP has a lot of like older fans, like older readers. So uh, I don't know if that would annoy them.
Well, I mean, I
Uh,
think the idea is, at least the way that I think most people are behaving now, is that everyone has a phone. Not
well,
everyone
yeah,
does, but their opinion is enough people should have a phone by now that doing something like this shouldn't be like, oh my God, right?
yeah, yeah.
I barely use a phone. I'm one of those people that's so close to not having a phone, so.
Oh my god, yeah. My parents are in their 60s and they're on their phones a lot. Like my mom will be scrolling through TikTok and shit.
Yeah, it's addictive. That's the other thing why I don't really use it a lot because I'm on a computer enough when I'm home, right? Let alone carrying around a pocket computer wherever I go.
Well, it's personally not weird for me because my mom, she's always sending me stuff on like Instagram and stuff.
Yeah. Guys, let us know, what do you think about the hidden QR codes? Yay or nay? Sound off in the comments section below, and stick around for more videos coming really soon.